Hello everybody, Alexandre and Olivier and Alexandre, glad to be back with you. This week we'll start a new series about OCR technology. What is OCR? It's the possibility we have to scan a paper print document and be able to read it with a speech synthesizer or a braille display. It's working for printed material at this time, not especially for handwritten one. So we'll start discussing about which softwares are available for Windows users, which one is the best, and on the next episode we'll discuss about what's available on mobile and standalone reading machine. Enjoy!
Hello everybody, Olivier and Alexandre with you today. Hope you're doing well. This week I'm with Alexandre and we will focus about OCR technologies. There will be many episodes, and this first one will focus about desktop applications, and in future episodes we will focus on mobile tech apps that are available to OCR. Hi Alex.
Hi Olivier, how are you doing?
Fine, and you?
I'm doing very well too.
So, since you have more experience than me with OCR, I will let you go more in depth and I will be hosting, I will ask you some questions regarding products and all of that.
No problem. So maybe we can go ahead and start with the first application.
Yeah, so OpenBook, which is made by Freedom Scientific and also sold by Canadialog. OpenBook is at its version 9, so maybe 10 years that it exists?
OpenBook more than 10 years. The version 9 may be between 5 and maybe 8 or 9 years. But OpenBook exists since 90s, 10 of 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
So OpenBook basically converts printed text into electronic text. Like if you have a document and you have a scanner, you scan the text and OpenBook reads it to you out loud with the TTS.
Yeah, however, it's not only taking a picture of an image, it will analyze text and recognize it, so you'll have the possibility with a screen reader to access it character by character or entirely, compared to an image that you'll be unable to see because it's gonna be only a photo of text.
Yeah, and we'll come back on this feature later, but if you have some inaccessible PDF document, OpenBook is also able to read it to you.
Yes, and we'll see that all other OCR technologies that we'll talk about today regarding desktop OCR will allow us to scan and read PDF as well.
Yeah, so maybe you can open OpenBook?
Yeah, sure.
Windows D, OpenBook 9. Enter.
So OpenBook is self-voicing, meaning you don't need a screen reader to make it work.
Correct.
So right now, you were hearing JAWS.
Welcome to OpenBook version 9.0 in read-only mode.
Here we go. So that means that even if you're not using any kind of screen reader, you'll be able to use OpenBook as well.
Yeah. And I believe OpenBook has his own scanner made by Freedom Scientific to work with it. I mean, it can work with other scanners, but I think Freedom Scientific made their own one, right?
It's not a scanner. Freedom Scientific provide the Pearl camera. It is a desktop camera with a stand. So, but however, the camera is portable, but you can put the camera on your desktop, and using this camera, you'll have the possibility to take a picture of sheet of paper, like a mobile device will allows you to do it. However, it's gonna be very quick, and you'll have the possibility with the camera to scan the paper directly with OpenBook, and you'll have a guide to place the page correctly under the camera. That's what you'll not have the possibility to have instead of purchasing an additional accessory with a mobile device.
Okay, and can you use the Pearl camera, which is the name of the camera, with another scanning application like we will see KNFB Reader later on?
With KNFB Reader, it's not possible to use the Pearl camera. However, it is possible to use it with the JAWS OCR that was launched in 2017 with JAWS 2018. So yes, now JAWS have the possibility to scan a document.
So in other words, just to be clear for our listeners, Pearl camera can only work with Freedom Scientific products.
That's it.
So maybe you could show us a demo of how it works.
Yes, OpenBook, by the way, will allows you to scan simple single-page document as well as document with multiple pages. So if you want to scan a book or scan a lot of pages, it's going to be possible to do it. The way it works, actually, OpenBook is open.
OpenBook Untitled 1.
All right, so now my default OCR device should be my Canon scanner connected via USB, pressing the spacebar.
Scan initiated.
And we hear some Windows noises that indicate that the scan is in progress.
Right.
Once it will be done, we will hear a camera noise. There we go.
About Canadialog. Canadialog is dedicated to a single passion of contributing to the well-being of people with visual impairments by providing high-quality low vision and braille solutions.
Okay, so I'll press Control to stop reading.
Want to make
I
life
can
easier, life
navigate
professional in Alexandre
using
Bellimer.
up and down arrow, or I can go directly into the text document and edit the document directly in OpenBook by
Edit.
pressing
Edit mode.
Alt key and selecting
Undo edit mode.
and
Leaving
pressing
menus.
Edit.
Blank. Blind. Alexandra has been employed by Canadialog since 2014. End.
Let's change the year.
And word be he thing other amount 20 since 24 Z1 full period.
Let's put 2018 for fun.
8. Blind. Alexandra has been employed by Canadialog since 2018.
Okay, there we go. So it is possible to edit text directly inside OpenBook. So yeah, it is possible. And by the way, for those who would like to export a document, you'll have the possibility to export the document into a different format. Let's show how to do this, pressing Ctrl S.
Select a file to save to dialog. File name. Edit box document 1.
Pressing
Files
Tab.
of type. Combo box OpenBook docs.obx.
That's the native format of OpenBook. I'll press down arrow.
Legacy OpenBook docs.arc.
Another format.
Text files star.txt.
TXT.
DOS text files Word document star.doc.
Doc. So Word document.
RTF documents star.rtf.
And RTF document.
HTML star.htm.
HTML for the web.
HTML star.html. WordPerfect 5.1 star.
Okay, that's a very old format for WordPerfect app that is no longer being used by majority of persons, but that's proof that OpenBook exists since a couple of years. Pressing
Out of
Escape.
dialog.
Now, if I want to add a page to the document, let's go ahead and select the Pearl camera
View tools.
by going
Launch.
into
Advanced.
Advanced,
OC pronunciation. Device selection.
Device Selection,
Device selection. Camera.
and I'll go ahead and select the
Out of
camera.
dialog.
Okay, pressing Ctrl L to turn on light.
Camera light enabled.
Perfect. Putting a file directly under the camera, and you'll see that it's going to be much quicker. There we go.
Header 1. About Canadialog. Canadialog is dedicated to a single passion of contributing to the well-being of people with visual impairments by providing high-quality low vision and braille solutions through innovative products and accessible.
Pressing Control to stop speech. So each time you want to add a single page to a document to create a multi-page one, you can do it by just pressing the spacebar, and a new page will be automatically scanned and added to the end of document. So this is pretty cool when scanning a book. And maybe what else when scanning a book? Maybe we can talk a bit about this and the features available by the Pearl camera when scanning a large book.
So I think that the Pearl has a unique feature that allows to detect when pages are turned, right?
Yes, right. Pearl will allows you, when turning pages, will detect movement and motion. So if you stop moving, if you stop turning pages, the camera can decide by itself, okay, no more motion, I'll grab the picture. So yeah, this is it.
But this is exclusive to the Pearl, right? Meaning if you have a Canon scanner, or for me, like me, for example, I don't have Pearl, I couldn't use this feature, right?
You couldn't use this motion feature. However, if you have a scanner, you have the possibility to launch OCR, multiple page OCR, and you'll have the possibility to ask OpenBook to wait a couple of seconds between each pages, so you'll have the time to turn pages on the scanner, and then you'll be able to scan a large book. Or if you're using a paper feeder scanner, you can cut the book and place all the pages on the scanner, and the scanner can grab them one by one and then send the information to OpenBook like an whole copier can do.
Okay, so I believe the Pearl has a light that you can turn on or off.
Yes, there is, by pressing Control N.
Camera light disabled, camera light enabled.
It's only because if there's not enough light in your environment, the camera will provide you a light for better result.
Okay, and maybe you could show us the PDF document.
Yes, I can.
With Freedom Import Printer. This is a feature that I use a lot in OpenBook.
Let me close OpenBook
Please
first.
note dialog out.
I'll just click no. It was asking
Folder
me
view list view.
if I want to scan to save the document or not.
Windows E.
I'll go and open
File
a
Explorer
PDF.
D. Desktop D. Document Enter. Shell folder view. PDF. Custom Office A. Article English PDF image.pdf.
All right, clicking enter on this one.
And the procedure, how it's going to work, you're basically going to press Control P as if you won't want to print it. And when it will ask you for the printer choice, you will select Freedom Import Printer, which is installed when you install OpenBook.
Correct.
Reading order : combo
Okay,
box.
there we go.
In for reading order from document left. In for reading order from document left. Enter.
I'll select the default accessibility option. Then it will process the document. And we'll see that it's
50%. Processing page 1 of 2 ... Progress
okay,
bar
2
read
pages.
only. 50%.
Right,
Processing
everything.
page 2 of 2 ... Progress bar alert : empty document. Document.
Okay.
Alert : empty.
And
Alert :
it's shown as an empty document. Why? Because it contained an image of text that can't be seen by the screen reader. So pressing Control P.
Print dialog. Pages to print. Printer : combo box. Freedom Import Printer. Enter.
And pressing Enter to
Progress
validate.
bar 100%.
OpenBook will
Document.
open automatically.
Welcome to OpenBook version 9.0 in read-only mode.
Then the text will be sent to OpenBook. OpenBook will...
09/19/2016 46 facts. VI 001. Sans titre chief ethicist shocked by dismissal. Termination by Ottawa Hospital painful experience. Foreman says Canlevac/Thomas Foreman, the Ottawa Hospital's chief ethicist, has been dismissed from his job.
Okay, perfect. Pressing Control to stop speech. And inside OpenBook, we can perform the same action as I did before. And by the way, please note that OpenBook allows you to recognize columns. So if you're scanning a book with the Pearl camera, even if the Pearl camera can grab 2 pages at the same time, the OpenBook software can divide it, columns and then recognize left part as well as the right part. So you can scan a book without cutting it with the Pearl camera, or if you're scanning large tables, you'll be able to scan them without any specific issues for this.
And so OpenBook is great and it has a lot of features, but it is not free. And could you tell me how much it costs?
Yes, OpenBook costs around $1,300.
And you can install it onto 3 computers, right?
This is right. And 3 computers. However, if you need to reinstall a specific computer or need to change computers, for sure you can also ask reset. We have a reset policy. So yes, you can ask for reset, and we'll study each situation in each case.
As for each Freedom Scientific product,
same thing.
Right?
Correct. Exactly.
And does that include the Pearl?
No. Pearl, it's an extra $995. So it's only for the OpenBook. However, if you purchase OpenBook at the same time as you purchase Pearl, you can have a special discount.
And we should add that you don't need to buy the Pearl camera to work with OpenBook.
Correct. You can use any regular scanner as a flatbed scanner or a paper feeder.
So maybe you open the PDF document, and we were speaking about the fact that JAWS is able to recognize inaccessible PDF. Maybe you could make the demonstration?
Sure, I can. So let's go ahead and I'll go in my Windows Explorer.
Windows E. This PC. Items view
I
list.
think it's already open.
Alt tab.
Let me
Article
see.
English PDF image.pdf dash Adobe Acrobat Reader DC. Article English PDF image.pdf dash Adobe Alert colon empty document.
So empty document. Let's launch JAWS OCR into the PDF document by pressing insert space. Letter O.
OCR.
And letter D.
Document OCR started.
D as a document, by the way.
Correct.
So I guess it's processing.
It is. And in a couple of seconds, we should hear.
09/19/2016 fax 4001. Sans titer. Chief ethicist shocked by dismissal termination by Ottawa Hospital painful experience. Foreman says Ken Levy/Thomas Foreman, the Ottawa Hospital's chief ethicist, has been dismissed from his job. A clinical ethicist with a PhD in moral philosophy,
etc. I can grab the text and copy it from the virtual viewer by pressing Ctrl-A and Ctrl-C, and I'll have the possibility to copy it into, for example, Word or Notepad. However, I need to do it manually, and I have no possibility to edit text this way with JAWS itself.
So JAWS would not be the ideal choice, for example, if you want to scan a book or...
It's not. However, if I have a PDF book, it is possible to open the file and press insert space O and D, and the entire PDF can be OCR. It will take like 30 seconds to, let's say, 1 hour, depending on the number of pages they are into the PDF document. It's going to be longer if there's more pages. Okay, there are more pages, it's going to be longer, but it will work. And after that, you can press Ctrl-A to select the entire text, then copy it into the Word or a Notepad text document.
Okay, and maybe we could demonstrate how to scan a page with JAWS.
Yes, since JAWS 2018, it's now possible to OCR paper document from the Pearl camera or from a scanner. So it's a new feature available since this year. So I'll go ahead and close the document.
Items view
the PDF document. Whoops.
Caps lock off. Alt F4. Desktop.
And I'll press insert space. letter O.
Can you scan
OCR.
multiple pages?
It is possible to do it. The best way to do it will be by using the Pearl camera. If you're using a traditional scanner, you can launch the OCR process for each pages, and pages will be added at the end of the current virtual viewer. So yes, you can. However, it's going to be more difficult to do this with JAWS compared to OpenBook.
Why?
Why? Because OpenBook, you can just press the spacebar to launch multi-page document OCR. Then the scanner will wait for, let's say, 10, 15, 20 seconds, depending the time you'll configure. So you just have to turn pages on the scanner, and when the OCR job is completed, you just press spacebar to ask OpenBook to process. But JAWS, you'll need to press
Escape.
each time, insert space,
Space.
letter O,
OCR.
letter A,
Camera and scanner recognition dialog. Cameras and scanners
then
combo
select
box.
the
Pearl,
device
1 of
and
2.
press enter. Let's do it with the Pearl camera. You'll see that if I press tab, you'll see that there's an option for
Tab. Motion detect multi-dash page recognition checkbox not checked.
Here
To
we
check
go.
press.
So if you're using the Pearl camera, yes, you can scan this way multi-page document, and it should be automatically being added to the document. However, there's no motion detection with a regular scanner.
Tab. Light combo box. On. 2 of 3.
So
to
the
check.
light is on by default.
Tab. Advanced button. Tab. Acquire button. To
And advance, I don't care for now. Let's click acquire.
enter. Camera OCR started. Desktop. Folder view list view. Open.
Pressing control. Here we go.
Page is right side up.
And yes, I have the announce of
About Canadialog.
the
Canadialog is dedicated
page
to a single passion of
orientation.
contributing to the well-being of people with visual impairments by providing high-quality low vision and braille solutions through innovative products and products.
Just to remind people, you made a podcast about this earlier
Yes.
this fall.
Correct, exactly. Before JAWS 2018 was available for the release candidate version. And yes, so you can refer to this podcast too. And by the way, in OpenBook, you can ask OpenBook for the page orientation, like we just heard with JAWS. So if the page is upside down, you'll hear it. If the page is like in landscape mode instead of portrait or something like this, you'll be able to hear it as well. So you have all these possibilities with OpenBook. So it's a good indicator when working with, let's say, some bill or invoice that you want to scan. It is possible to do it. And by the way, with OpenBook, it is also possible to grab a paper document and scan it as an image only. So after checking the orientation of a page, a document, you can go ahead and scan it, and you'll have the possibility to save it as a JPG, TIF, PNG format, and different format like this.
And OpenBook can also scan dollars.
Yes, dollars, so Canadian and US dollars to recognize money. However, this feature is only available when using a flatbed scanner. If you're using the Pearl camera, the feature will be disabled inside OpenBook. Maybe I'll just show you that it's possible to add a page to the document.
Space.
Pressing again, insert space,
OCR.
letter O and letter A.
Camera and scanner.
Let's
Canon left
select
paren Y right paren.
the Cano scan that I have installed right here. Unfortunately, it's a generic driver.
Enter. Scanner OCR started. OCR results.
It should work. Okay, now I can hear the scanner processing. You'll not be able to hear it due to the fact that the microphone is a bit far of it.
And unlike OpenBook, we don't hear sounds like it is processing like we heard in the beginning.
Yes.
Page
I
is right
think
side
I
up.
hear the
Page is right side up. And then will receive the...
Braille solutions through innovative products and accessible services. We want to make life easier for these individuals by promoting communication, as well as social, personal and professional. And Alexandre Belmar, blind. Alexandre has been employed by Canadialog since 2014. Among other things, he has been working as an adaptive technology instructor and a technical support supervisor for Braille products, for which he acts as our resource person.
Perfect. I'll press Ctrl right here to stop speech. By the way, it's also possible to OCR with just image files that are not accessible. If you encounter a file that finished by extension JPG or any image file that you know that contain text, you can right-click on this file and select Recognize with JAWS OCR.
Now, we've talked about Freedom Scientific products that were able to scan documents, but recently a company called Sensotech made one of their applications available through the Windows operating system. In terms of a mobile app, I'm speaking about KNFB Reader. Just before we go ahead and jump right into it, I just want to mention that to use it, you need to have Windows 10 and you need to buy it from the Microsoft Store application. This is a mobile app, so you cannot have it on your desktop. And if you want to buy it, I highly suggest you to use Microsoft's Narrator, as it will be easier to browse in the store and to install it using Narrator than using JAWS or NVDA.
Yes, even if sometimes it's really difficult to use Narrator to navigate into the Microsoft Store, it's the best screen reader to use at this time to browse the Microsoft Store.
So, from time to time, it is in promotion. We got it in November for about $60. Its regular price is $130.
Yes. And so maybe we can show you how to use KNFB Reader and what is good with this software and what is a bit bad. Not pretty bad, but some kind of thing.
The inconvenience.
Yeah, the inconvenience, correct. So maybe I can go ahead and launch KNFB.
Search box edit. To move to an item, press KNFB. KNFB Reader, trusted Microsoft Store app. Enter. KNFB Reader. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F2. KNFB Reader. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F2. Scan image button. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F2.
So we heard a Microsoft voice. That's because KNFB Reader can be self-voicing when it's reading a document. And of course, it is using the Microsoft TTS engine.
Yes, so if you're not using any kind of screen reader like JAWS and VDA, you'll be able to use KNFB as well. We just hear the scanner name. I'll go ahead and press Tab.
Tab. Image source combo box. CanoScan Lee DE210. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F2.
Perfect. Here's the scanner confirmation.
Tab. Process multi-page document button. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F2.
So I have the possibility here to process multi-page document. It is possible to scan a document. Like OpenBook will allow us to do, however, with less possibility because it's going to be more difficult to stop OCR or to review pages during the OCR process.
Tab. Multi-column button checked. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F.
Like OpenBook, KNFB has a possibility to divide columns. So if you're scanning a book, it will be possible for KNFB to separate left and right side of the book.
Tab. Default OCR language combo box. English. To move to items, use the arrow keys.
So the OCR language, many languages are available.
Tab. Main menu button. To move to items, use the...
And the main menu button, we'll come back to this one a bit later. Maybe I can go ahead and process a scan right now.
Tab, Scan Image button. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F2.
And that's the last option. So I'll go ahead and press enter on this one.
Enter, Main menu button. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the select.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and press Control.
And now it is processing the same exact page that you were scanning in OpenBook, right?
Yep, same thing.
While we're waiting, I want to
About
add
Canadialog. Canadialog is dedicated to a single passion of contributing to the well-being of people with visual impairments by providing high-quality low vision and braille solutions. Through innovative products and accessible services, we want to make life easier for these individuals by promoting communication as well as social.
Okay, perfect. So pressing Control right now.
You can also press Control P as play to play or stop the reading.
Social, personal, and professional in Alexander Belmar.
Let's press Tab and see which options are available from there.
Tab, Play button. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F2.
So the play button.
Tab, Next button. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press
Next
F2.
can be used to navigate inside a document.
Tab, Speech Language Combo Box, English. To move to items, use the arrow keys. To edit.
To change the voice.
Tab, Decrease Speed by 10 button. To Tab, Speech Speed Left Right Slider, 47%. Tab, Increase Speed by 10 button.
So last 3 control to adjust speed.
Tab, Main menu button. To move to items, use the arrow. Tab, Save as button. To
back to main menu and the Save As button to save document as with, how can I say, specific.
The KNFB extension.
Yes, it is a proprietary format that we can save the file to. It is possible to export a file into Word or TXT. However, we'll have to navigate into the File Explorer that we'll see a bit later. And from there, it is possible to export in a format compatible with Microsoft Office, RTF, TXT, etc.
Tab, Add Page button. To move to items, use the arrow keys.
Here's the possibility to add a page.
Tab, View Image button. To move to
and the View Image
Tab, Redo OCR button. To move
button.
Tab, KNFB Reader, About blank.
And we also have the possibility to navigate into the text from here with up and down arrow.
Being of people with visual impairments by About Canadialog. Canadialog is dedicated to a single passion of contributing to the well-being of people with visual impairments by providing high-quality low vision and braille solutions through innovative products and accessible services. O-L-U-T-I.
So now using right arrow to navigate by characters.
By the way, in KNFB Reader, there's a feature called Field the View Report. Basically, what it does is it will tell you how near the sheet is from the camera. We don't have it on the demo computer that we're using right now because it doesn't have integrated camera. However, on laptops that do have cameras and on Surface tablets made by Microsoft, you will see this option.
Yeah, because you need to adjust and place the sheet and make sure the camera can see all the sheet. And by the way, it's not exactly how near you're from the sheet, but will guide you to make sure that the entire sheet is visible. So let's say that the sheet is a bit an angle. The KNFB will be able to tells you like, okay, please turn a bit, let's say 10 degrees on the left, or the text is completely upside down, so please make sure to turn the sheet. However, for this second part, you'll have less indications regarding this, but yes, KNFB can offer some indication, but it's approximation. It's sometimes difficult to be fully centered using a camera. However, I did some tests with a Surface Tab and with a laptop computer which has a camera integrated, and unfortunately I was unable to capture any kind of text using this camera because it's very difficult to find the correct angle to place the paper.
I did not get accurate results on my Surface either. It was saying that the camera was covered, so it did not see very well.
And by the way, it's very light sensitive too, so that can cause a lot of difficulties for somebody who can't see the light.
Yeah.
Maybe, Olivier, we can talk now about the possibility that KNFB offers to scan PDFs.
Yeah, so to do that, you need to go into the main menu.
Let's do it.
Shift tab, redo, Shift tab, view image, Shift tab, add page, Shift tab, save as, Shift tab, main menu, enter, checked.
Perfect.
Tab, list box, acquire image, 1 of 5.
And now you need to down arrow until File Explorer.
File Explorer.
Here we go.
Enter.
Enter, main menu button. To activate, press spacebar. Explore files on this device button. To activate, press spacebar.
Go there.
Enter. Open dialog. File name : edit combo. To set the value, Alt Shift
And
tab.
now I
Explorer
have the
pane.
traditional
Alt Shift tab. Tree view,
Explorer
This PC closed.
that I
tab.
can
Items view
use
list box
to
read only.
navigate.
To move to an item, press the arrow
So
keys.
let
Items
me
view
go
list
ahead
box.
and grab
Camera
a
roll.
PDF
Camera roll. 1
into
of
my
2.
document.
Shell view, Explorer pane, document, enter, documents, PDF, problematiques open, custom office template, article English PDF image.pdf.
Here we go.
Enter, explore files on this device button. To activate, press spacebar. Main menu button. To activate, press spacebar. Start OCR button. To activate, press spacebar.
And the Start OCR button.
Enter, main menu button.
Please wait.
To activate, press spacebar. KNFB Reader, about : blank, pop dash up, cancel button. To activate, press
September
spacebar.
19,
KNFB Reader, about :
2016,
blank.
2446 fax 001 crew ER says etngl STSMN sad. ERM nadl on Orkawa Hospital Enru I Expemins, FO Reman Elovac / Thomas Foreman, the Ottawa Hospital, S chief ethicist, has been dismissed from job. A clinical ethicist with a
as you can
PhD in
see, it has some mistakes. However, we can understand something, but as any other OCR software, you know, this is not perfect. Even OpenBook would have some mistakes, but this is something to keep in mind. When you do this, when you acquire a PDF image, or even when you scan, it can have mistakes. It is not perfect.
Yes, and for sure you can, with this software, you'll have the possibility to launch the OCR many times to be able to have different results and sometimes understand something that was misscanned before.
And there's also another software called Kurzweil, which also allows to scan documents. So Kurzweil is offered in 2 versions. Alex, maybe you can tell us a bit more, because I think we sell it at Canadialog, right?
Yes, we are providing Kurzweil, 2 different versions, Kurzweil 1000 and Kurzweil 3000. What is the major difference between both is that Kurzweil 1000 is more designed for blind users and Kurzweil 3000 for educational purpose as well as learning disability. Major difference between both is that Kurzweil 3000 offer word prediction and features related to education. However, please note that in Kurzweil 1000, there are also many dictionaries available. If you're following a language course, you'll have the possibility to consult a large variety of dictionaries in both versions.
And by the way, all of the products that we talked about today, except for KNFB Reader, are sold by Canadialog.
Yeah, they are, except for KNFB Reader. But KNFB Reader, we can offer training if you need. We can offer training on hourly based. Usually, training are offered at the cost of $30 per hour.
So there are also free OCR solutions available. If you find one, or if you're interested by one that you know and you would like us to show it to the other listeners, let us know. Just a little reminder of the prices. So OpenBook is around $1,300. And I would say that it is for people that need to make a lot of scanning, like scanning big books, or you have big documents to scan.
And it's quietly a word processor at the same time.
As for JAWS, it's around 1,000.
Yeah, around this, depending type of version you'll choose. But JAWS is not an OCR. It's not basically an OCR.
But if you have some paperwork to scan from time to time, it can do the job. As for KNFB Reader, as I said, it is $130 in the Microsoft Store. I believe you can install it on up to 10 computers.
Yes, 10 computers, but you'll have the possibility into the Microsoft stores to deactivate a computer that you're no longer using. Related to JAWS and OpenBook, we can provide you reset if there is an issue, but basically JAWS and OpenBook are only for 3 computers.
And what about Mac?
Yes, Mac, 3 softwares are available at this time, maybe more, but no free solution. KNFB is available on all platforms except for Mac at this time. And related to Mac, you can use FineReader, Aristex, and DocuScan. They are all paid solutions. We did not test any of them right now. However, if we are doing it in the future, we'll let you know.
So that concludes this podcast. In a next one, we're gonna focus about OCR mobile applications, and KNFB will be among those solutions, but you will see there are other on iOS as well as on Android.
And by the way, I'll also talk a bit about reading machines that are also available on the market, like the Sarah C, ClearReader, as well as iPal.
So talk to you another time, Max.
Yes, and bye for now.
Bye for now.
Before the end of this podcast, I would like to say thank you for your loyalty to this series of podcasts on assistive technologies. I would also like to thank our loyal collaborator. As a reminder, I would like to inform you that Canadialog will not provide free technical support on product presented during these shows and that are not sold directly by Canadialog. Please note that our podcasts are now available on our website, YouTube, iTunes, as well as on Victor devices by consulting the North American English suggested podcast list from Humanware. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can contact us via email at podcastwitness@canadialog.com. That is PODCASTS at CANADIALOG.com, or by phone on our toll-free number at 1-888-730-0003. Again, 1-888-730-0003, extension 555. I also invite you to visit our website, which contains a lot of useful information at www.canadialog.com. You can also visit us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening.